This is Dan Gasway with the Pitching Academy once again. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about pitching grips. More importantly than throwing or gripping a pitch is how you release the pitch at the release of the baseball. Wrist and forearm angle is very important when you're talking about throwing another pitch. For example, if I'm ready to throw a circle change, I can actually throw, or a C change, I can actually throw a C change. I could release it right here, or I can have a bigger C. It doesn't matter. Or I could even actually take my fastball grip, my 4-seam fastball grip or 2-seam fastball grip, and throw a C change. That really doesn't matter. Okay, wrist and forearm angle matters the most. That's when you're going to get the rotation of the ball, whether it's force, complete force on the baseball. When I grab a fastball right here, this is actually a fastball. That is not. That is a fork ball, or actually a split finger fastball, which I usually hold right there. But yeah, that's the further apart you put your fingers, the slower the ball is actually going to travel. But so that's a true fastball. You want your fingers closer together. Curveball grip, you can hold like this, but again, most people hold their curveballs like that. Beginner curveball you can hold like this. But again, more importantly than the grip, I could actually take my fastball grip and release the baseball right here, wrist and forearm angle here, and throw a great curveball. That's what it all has to do. How rotation comes off the baseball. When you want to rotate the baseball, to throw a curveball, your wrist and forearm angle is here. A fastball, it is here. A changeup, it is here. So once again, wrist and forearm angle matters the most. Hopefully you understand. A lot of pitching coaches out there, a lot of coaches aren't teaching that. They're teaching certain grips, which I teach certain grips too. Grips make different pitches more comfortable, depending on how big your hands are, how long your fingers are. Sometimes when I'm grabbing a circle change, I like to put my thumb and middle finger, I like to split my thumb and middle finger in half and just make a C just that big. And then I grab the ball just like that. When I was younger, I actually had to bring the ball like this, or bring my fingers, switch them all over here so I could actually throw the C, to allow me to throw the C at the glove. It just made it a little bit easier. So you're going to experiment with different grips to make it a little bit more comfortable to throw the baseball, but it doesn't necessarily have to. There's no real perfect grip to throw the pitch. Sometimes with my older athletes, I'll have them, when they grip a curveball, I'll have them experiment. If they're having a hard time getting this type of action with the curveball, flicking their wrist like this, you don't really want to force the flick of your wrist like that when you throw a curveball. It's more of a natural movement. But if they have a hard time, if they stiffen up their wrist too much and they can't get that type of action, I'll actually have them throw a knuckle curve. Now a knuckle curve, it's important to know, it's not a different pitch. It is a curveball. It's a grip. A knuckle curve is a grip. But I'll introduce this to many of my pitchers, and a lot of times it feels better for them, a little bit more natural, believe it or not. Actually, once they get used to a handful of throws, they can throw that pitch a little better because their wrist and forearm angle, they can't really get it here easily, a little bit easier with the grip, but they can actually focus on using their thumb and middle finger a little bit more as opposed to just laying their index finger there. A lot of people, when they throw the curveball, they'll put too much pressure on that index finger. But if you want to learn more about pitching grips and how to throw different pitches, we've got a new Pitching Grips 101 DVD, or just Pitching Grips DVD that we created. There are 14 different pitches on there, and we go into great depth of when to throw those pitches, how to throw the pitches, how to throw them just like your fastball. So we recommend picking that up. It's also part of our Pitching Mechanics DVD series, or our baseball DVD series. So go ahead and pick that up and learn all about pitching grips. Look forward to talking to you soon.